Right. So that is also like a similar pattern to cup and handle. The price action is almost similar.
I'm sorry, did we discuss cup and handle?
We discussed last session. You don't remember it? We discussed it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember we discussed about the triangle patterns, ascending triangle.
After that, in the last, we have discussed that also. No problem, I'll repeat.
Yeah.
See, this is like a head and shoulder pattern. So what happens in this, you have to understand. In cup and handle pattern, there would be a U. The price would be going down. Bottom may there would be small candle. Again, there will be a rise. That is how a cup and handle pattern looks like. So there is a slight difference in this one. In this, what happens? First of all, there will be a neckline again. This is a neckline. The black color line you are seeing is a neckline. So what has happened here, you have to understand. Price have came to this level. Price यहाँ पे आया, it got rejected, gave a small pullback, again tried to reach the same level. Okay, again got rejected from the same neckline, and this time the pullback was very strong. You can see the price have fallen from here to here. That means a strong fall has happened. Again the price have tested the same level. Again it has fallen, small pullback, and then if this neckline is broken, okay, that is a very bullish sign. Bullish sign because in previous attempt it got rejected once, second, third, and in the fourth attempt it is rising. And if you understand this pullback also, the first pullback was weak, then a strong pullback, and again a weak pullback. So now the price is trying to go upward. Okay, the trend is changing. So this is known as reverse. This is a reverse head and shoulder. And why we call it as a head and shoulder? See this. If you just see it like this one, if I just show it like this, okay, if it is like this could be imagined like the head of a person, right shoulder and left shoulder. That's why we call it. Same way, we can just have a downward reverse head and shoulder also, where the head would be in the center and there would be left and right shoulders, which are like small pullbacks. And once the breakout is there out of this, it is a very bullish sign. Understood? This is one such example.
Yes, sir.
Right? So why this is forming? The process behind it is that, if the price is giving smaller pullback after a strong pullback, that means this neckline, or you can also call it as a sell zone, because here also selling came, from here selling came, again a selling came here. So if this sell zone is crossed, it is itself a bullish sign for the market, and then price went strongly upward. That's the reason. So if where to keep stop loss in this, first thing is, right? So if I just draw one more line here, this is the complete range from here to here. Okay. So the stop loss in this, if the range is very big, like in this case, the range is of almost how many percent? See and tell me what is the
21.38.
8.21%.
almost 21% is the range. So it is a very big range. So what you can do, half of this range, somewhere around here, you can keep your stop loss. That would be of 10%. Okay, and then you can look for a target. Basically, you get 20% return in this after formation of this pattern, because the range is of 20%. Whatever is the range, that could be your first target. To be on the safer side, what you can do, you can keep your first target at 10% or so, but eventually you get 20% return if this type of pattern forms. Whatever is the range, that would be your first target, and you can plan to achieve that. Okay, so if you just look at here, so this is of almost 10%, right? Why I have drawn this as 10%? Because the range is of almost 20%. So the first target, if I have entered here, the first target would be here. that is 10%. Okay, similarly, you should also draw. Measure the range, draw the targets on your line, and then you can draw further. Because this is like an all-time high for this share, right? If you have the levels beforehand, you can draw the support and resistance. But if the stock is approaching towards all-time high, you will not get the levels, right? In those cases, we measure the previous, patterns, levels, and we place our targets. Got this point? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So this is the practice we should do. So if you have found this pattern, eventually you can draw that half of the range is your stop loss and half of the range itself could be your first target, and then second target is the complete range. Same procedure we follow in flag patterns also. Flag and pole patterns. Right? We measure the pole and depending upon that we fix our target. Yes or no? I told you this or not?
Yes.
Right? So similar practice we are doing here also. And similar practice we doing at cup and handle pattern as well. I'll just try to show you one more example of this. Okay, wait. Can you spot a couple reverse head and shoulder pattern in this? Can you spot it? Vasu,
Yes, sir.
Rohit, Isam,
Yes, sir.
you can spot it, right? This is first pullback, came again, strong pullback, came again, weak pullback, and now it has crossed it. So this is a roughly, without drawing the pattern also I can identify. If you want, we can draw that pattern also. So you get head and shoulder pattern from. So like this you can draw. Drawn, right? This is how you can do it. So this is a bullish pattern. Now understand, it is formed, right? This is a bullish. अगर इसका reverse होगा, that would be bearish. Okay.
Okay.
Got my point. This is bullish because here it is testing the sell level, and उसके ऊपर जाएगा तो we are going on the buy side. But if we get the reverse pattern, or if it is like this, or let's say same pattern, so that would be a sell signal. Okay, that is not a buy signal for us. If it is formed like this, that would be your sell signal. Think. So just try to understand here also we can find. See, this is also somewhat like a head and shoulder only, not an ideal case. See, price is going upward, it went up, tested one level, gave a strong upward move, again came to around the same level, again giving pullback. If this neckline is crossed, it is a bearish sign. At present, it has not. Okay, you can see this could be a good sell If you see such pattern and you are on the buy side, you can ignore those share. All right. Understanding.
इसमें बाय साइड गया तो सर कब बाय करने का मतलब ये ऊपर का हेड ब्रेक करने के बाद रेजिस्टेंस
अगर head break करता है, then you can stay in this. Otherwise, overall, if you look at this one, this is a bearish sign. Price can go more down from here. Okay. If the pattern fails, that means a bearish pattern has failed and the price is breaking the headline. That means the price there is a strong buying. The reverse also you can understand. Okay, but you should be cautious.
ओके सर
All right. Able to understand this one?
ओके सर
Like that,
Yes,
you have to understand these patterns. And overall, the basic thing is see price is going upward. It going again. It gave a strong, buy signal. Again came down to the same level. It is testing the same buy zone again and again. And if a same buy zone is being tested again and again, that will become weak. Let's say 100 people, they buyed it here, again went up, again came here, again it is going upward. So people who have buyed it here, they are expecting that the price will go upward side only, right? It should not come again to the buy level. That is like price is struggling to go upwards and they will not be interested to enter again. That is the complete psychology. Got my point? Right?
yes, yes.
So buyers will not be interested to buy. अगर buyers buy नहीं करेंगे, that means seller will dominate eventually. See, one more thing I'll tell you here. Okay. Right. See, if you ever look at, this big investor portfolios, they target some specific companies. Okay. Eventually, if you also invest, if you get profit in Reliance, you would target Reliance, right? If it is coming down, you will be more interested to invest in Reliance. That is human psychology. अगर तुम्हें एक बार फायदा रिलायंस में आया है तो नेक्स्ट टाइम आल्सो इफ द प्राइस इज फॉलिंग and it is coming to somewhere previously where you have bought and you got profit, you will enter again. Correct? Yes, you will do it or not?
Yes, yes.
So everybody has some stocks in their mind. This is by default happens. Okay, there would be a group of people who would be trading in Ramco Cement because they would have thought, this is a good stock going overall upside, and Ramco has given very good return from last two and a half years. If you see, it has given very good return. So there would be people who would be, buying this stock at every pullback. If they are not getting profit, eventually they'll stop buying. Okay, same thing happens in Reliance, HDFC Bank. There are certain group of people, you can say investors or institutes, who trade in these companies. And if they are not getting the desired return, they will stop doing it. So buyers will automatically stop and sellers will dominate. Okay, that is the thing you have to understand. And this is a bearish signal. The previous two I have shown you, those were buy signals for us. Very good pattern to find out. I have shown you, right, Tata BSL. That example also I have shown you in the last session, I guess. But maybe the pattern we did not discuss. See, once this pattern was formed, how strongly it has gone. Almost 120% upward. Able to see, right? So this is the potential. It is a very good signal to spot. Okay. Now coming to this cup and handle pattern also, right? Somebody was telling, right? So this call was given in our channel, right? You would have seen it also. You have seen it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. See, understand, when the price was here, we gave it. The reason is very simple. They see this, there is a U pattern in this. Price have fallen from a level, came down, small candle at the bottom. Small candles here, small candles here, small candles here. Again, it is rising with big candles. When the price was here, still, here you can see it is almost approaching this one. So iske upar, if it went above this, that would be a very bullish sign. Sometimes there would be a handle, small pullback also, but sometimes it will not be there. This point I have also told in the last session when I was explaining this. So what you can do, if I want to draw and show you, this is a cup, right? U. Is it
Yes.
not a U? It is, right?
Yes, yes.
So what is happening here? Few things you have to understand. One is that when the price was falling, big candles was there. At the bottom, small candle, dodgy spinning tops, or candle with small bodies. That is an indication of a neutral price action. So in this bottom area, there is a neutral price action. But when again it is rising, again big candles. And the U is completed. So once this sell zone is crossed, it can be a signal for a very big upside move. Same thing has happened. I'll show you one more now here. This is also a recent example. So you see this one. Okay, so again a U pattern, right? Yes,
Yes.
or no?
Yes, sir.
So what is happening in this one? Price got rejected, again came to a same level, and once the breakout happens, it is good. So here I'll give you one catch. Price is falling here, big candles, consolidation, small candle. If the price is again rising in this area and you see very high volumes, iske liye you can plot the volume chart. Okay, I have told you the candle size can also show you the volumes, but to be more precise, you can place the volume chart. I'll show you also. So you understand this point. This is again out of experience. Price is falling, indices are small candle, low volume. If while rising, you again see very strong volumes. When we gave it, you can understand here there was very good high volumes in this. So can you spot that one?
Yes, sir.
Rohit and Basu, all of you guys.
The green one on the top.
You see, the price
Yes,
is
yes.
falling, indecisive, small candles. While rising again, see, once this is halfway, okay? Price came down, small candle, now it is again started to rise. While rising, if in this range in the sense, understand what the range is, where I'm indicating. This is the upward move, right? From here to here. This is the range. This is upward
Correct.
side move. In this upward side move, somewhere you get very high volumes. That is a signal that it will definitely reach here and it can even go further than this. For example, you just compare, okay? Try to compare. I have encircled two areas. Rohit, what is this area and what is this area? Rohit, you are here. Abhijit, you are here. Abhijit, Rohit.
Downtrend and uptrend area.
Correct. You can see that. So in downtrend area, you see the volumes are less. See, only here there is volumes, okay, at this particular point. Can you spot this one? And when the price is rising, there is high volumes at the bottom when the price started rising. And it is higher than this fall volumes. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is an indication that, price can eventually touch this previous sell zone. It can touch it and it can even cross. Okay, because that cup and handle pattern will be completed. So if it is going above, it can cross also. But if you see, the first target was here because we want to be safe. Understood why this pattern, why this setup is given here?
Yes, got it.
Got it right? And then you can always link it to news factor and all those things. This company makes compressors and all, which are utilizing in making this PSA oxygen plants. Okay. So when I found this share, when I was searching, this was another confirmation which I got, because there was good volumes in the rice. Plus this makes compressors for oxygen plants, which is something which is very much in demand at present. Yes. Got my point, how you have to link things?
Yes, got it. And
So
one
that-
question, like, after the cup form is done, like for the handle, do we need to exit? Because after the cup is formed, there is a chance that pull back, right?
So there can be a small pullback, okay? That is possible. Sometimes there will not be any pullback. Like in this case, there is no pullback.
Yes.
Okay. If it is above it, that is a signal that it can go further upside. Like in this case, it has crossed this, right?
Yes, yes.
So it has a potential of going more upside. But pullback is part and parcel of it. Okay. It can give a small pullback and then go. Eventually, it will not go in one move. It can give a slight pullback and it will again go up. Now the question is
So
where you should keep this. Yeah, ask.
yeah. So the point is, like, after the, I mean, when it is forming the cup, it is always bullish, right?
No, it is not like that. See,
I mean, like, where, see, this came to the bottom,
yeah,
complete downtrend. It finished and it started going uptrend.
yes. Okay. See, in this case, it has gone up till here, but we predicted itself here is at this particular point. That time there was no cup and all. That was fall was there, and at the bottom there was small candle, and here there was strong buying. Okay. So you can predict
Yes.
that it can complete the cup pattern in advance. Once this is formed, now for example, this is formed. If this is above this line, it is a buy signal. Your stop loss should be again half of the range. So measure this one, half of the range is stop loss, and you can again go for the target similar way. How we went in head and shoulder. Okay. This has to be crossed. Sometimes it will come to here, this level, give a small pullback, and then again it will go up.
Okay.
Okay, so let me show you one more example. So this is like an old example, but still we can see. So
Head and shoulder is also there.
yeah, you can see head and shoulder also. It gave a pullback, came to a same level, again gave a pullback, again came to a same level, and again small pullback, and now it has gone upward. So that can also be considered, and you can also see it like a cup pattern also. Okay, just look at here and here. So fall is there, right? At the bottom, small candle, again the rise is there. It has crossed this level. So now what you can expect, if half of the range somewhere is your stop loss, it will give you this much return at least.
Okay.
Okay. So whatever is the range, right? 11, 10%, same 10% can go on the upward side. That it will give. It can even go further than that, but again, pullbacks will be there in between. That's how you have to understand. See, in this case, it went up, small, pullbacks are there here, but eventually it went up. So the thing is, this neckline, if it is crossed, so you should take a setup that, you will measure the range, whatever is the range, you will measure it. Half of that will be your stop loss, and half of that again you can keep for the target one, and you can eventually plan your trade setup. Okay. Understood
Okay.
this point? Any doubt anybody having in this one now? Please ask me. VCard also you can look. Here also there is a U pattern, right? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this also you can imagine. You have to have an imagination. Price is falling at the bottom, small candles. Again, it is rising. Okay. So this is like a signal that it can go upward from here. And you can spot it. Simple logics. No rocket science. Little imagination, little hard work. Okay. Try to, see patterns finding is one thing. Even if you can easily found the patterns, right? If you keep on practicing, patterns finding out will not be difficult. Let me be frank. It takes little practice, and once you do that, you will find the patterns. To become, to have an extra edge, or to become, let's say, even one step further, you should link these patterns to news, overall industry, overall market. You'll go a long way. Okay. Understanding, guys? I gave you the
It's the best.
example of Grasim, right? Did I told you head and इसमें flag pattern was there, flag and pull. Now you can see there is a head and shoulder pattern also. Okay. So in between the formation, if there is some news regarding Grasim or in the sector where it is there, or the quarterly results are posted very good, you can see it will give you a better result. Got my point?
Yes, good.
So what you have to do, you have to find the pattern. See now.
इतने सारे शेयर में से हम कैसे ढूंढेंगे पैटर्न? कोई चैनल वगैरह से मिलेगा क्या?
See, channel वगैरह से there would be many channels, people will post also, but there is no specific something which will by default show you. You have to do your own hard work. Basically, understand if some companies' results are coming. Let's say B2B, why we gave. When B2B results came, it was struggling in this range. In small range, it was trading. The results were very good. So we were expecting a breakout. So it will give you good return. So now what you have to do, you can do vice versa also. You can find the news and then you can find the stock. Okay. In B2B software, we never knew the name also. This is also in the channel. We never knew the name of this company. But when we saw the results were very good. Then we searched and we found out that it is struggling in a range. If it gave a breakout, it will go a long way. So this also you can do. Able to understand? Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Ingersoll, I told you, right? That company also we never knew. But then PSA oxygen plants were in demand. So we just did little research, which companies are the one who are manufacturing those products. And we found that company. And then you can analyze it with patterns and all. Simple logics and little awareness. Got my point? And I think there would be few apps also. I think this in Edelweiss's app, there is a separate column of finding patterns. You can try that as well. Long back, I think I have used that. Okay, you can make the use of it, but those are not, again, it will not be very reliable. You have to, again, look at with the perspective of news, market, and all those things. The best practice is that you read, compare it with the what is happening in the market, and then find a pattern. That will give you a very good result. All right. Got my point, guys?
Yes, Kevin.
Yeah. So this we have to do. So now we have covered head and shoulder pattern, cup pattern, handle pattern also we have covered. And before that, many patterns like flag and pole, triangle pattern we have discussed already. Anybody having any doubt before I move to supports and trend line today? No, right? So nobody is asking, so I'll keep it as a that you guys don't have any doubt. So now we are studying about support and resistance. These are one of the best things to understand. And again, you know, based on these, we can find our targets, we can find our stop loss. Best entries can be taken based on these. So these are very important to be in a nutshell. So how these support and resistance are? So basically, these are first of all horizontal lines. The black lines which you see on my charts are supports or resistance. Okay, these help us in deciding support, stop losses and targets. We can even find out in which direction the overall stock is going based on these. These are also known as like buy zone and sell zone. Supports are basically our buy zone, resistance are overall sell zones. Easy, this can be easily made, little practice we have to do. So the short form you can use SNRs. Though these are like black lines, one horizontal line, you have to imagine them like areas. It cannot be just a line which is acting as a support or a resistance. It is like few points above that line and few points below that line is your complete SNR area. That you have to always keep in mind. And you can see a strong price action around these SNR areas. Basically, these are the places where buyers are more interested to buy. And if it is resistance, seller would be more interested to sell. That's why you see a better price action happening around SNR areas. So few things you have to understand before we move further. So first of all, you have to differentiate what is resistance and what is support. Okay. So what is the difference between them? We'll study. So if you just look at, there is a horizontal line which is drawn. You can see it, right?
Yes.
So what is this? Once you have drawn it, you have to understand. So once price reached this place, it went up sharply. It went up. After reaching this area, there was a spinning top. Shadows are almost same, and very volatile price action was there. Price came down up till here. It went up till here, and once it got stable, started moving up. It gave a strong upward move. Again, the price fallen, came to the same level, and after reaching here, you can see there is a gap up also, and there is a strong candle. So what is happening here? You are seeing a strong price action around this one. Okay, so this is first price action which made the price go up till here. From here also there was a strong price action which made the price go up till here. So to approve that this line is giving us an indication of a strong price action, you should have minimum 2 price actions on it. That is the minimum you should have. Okay, just because the price is struggling here, you cannot declare that as a good price action zone or support or resistance. You should have at least 2 good proven price actions. Like in this case, once price action was here and one good price action was from here. And once these 2 price action is formed, in the future, if again the price is reaching, like in this case, it reached here, this could be your trading opportunity. So you can enter into a trade, but before entering, you should find at least 2 touch points. That is like a general bookish understanding you should get. It should be proven at least twice in the past. Okay. So this is how it should look like. And you should imagine that, it is a rectangle. Why it is a rectangle? Because few points above it and few points below it is your complete, zone. This is like a zone or area. So few points above, few points below, you have to imagine. From anywhere the price can show you a good price action. So when this line will act as support and when this line will act as resistance. So if the price is approaching from top to a good price action level, that would be eventually giving support. Like in this case, the price is approaching from the top to down. So this will give a support to the price from top to down. This is giving support. Okay. So what is the support when the price is falling from the top? So the price is falling from the top and it is reaching to a level where it is stopping in the sense it is not going further down from there. And you also see a strong buying is there. So this is a support for you guys. Understood this point? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Right. So here, if you just look at from this is a support first of all, because good buying is coming. Price is falling from the top, reaching to this level and again going up. That means strong buying is coming or the price is getting support around this level. Here, what has happened? This support is broken, right? What understanding you should get out of here? Previously twice the price was going upward from here, buying was coming, but when again it came
Volume.
volume, or you can say there is a strong selling. Buyers were not strong, selling was strong this time, and that has broken this one. Okay.
So the next
Volume-
one indicates that it's again a resistance point.
So if a support is broken down and price is again testing it, this will give resistance. Previously it has given support, now it can give resistance. You can see the price is struggling to cross.
Yes.
Okay, so someone just told volumes, right? Volumes could be of buyers or sellers. You have to differentiate. Just volume will not work. Volumes could be of buyers and sellers, right? Correct?
And Kabir, how can we say the volume is high? Like, do we need to take the average volume for
No,
that
no, no.
share?
See, overall, just by if the candle size is big, the volumes will be big. This is like a general thing you can follow. Plus, you can just check the volumes chart, not net overall peak you can see, just like we were seeing, right? Just the peak you can check out. If the price is here, you can see this is bigger than rest, right? You just check it. Here the volumes are higher than from March, Jan.
Oh, okay. The bottom ones are the volumes. Okay.
Yeah, these are the volumes. You can use this. Basically, in many rare cases, only I use, but this is a very good practice. You can make the use of it. Eventually, when the candle size is big, the volumes would be somewhat bigger, high only. But to compare the breakouts and all, you can check out. If the breakout is with very high volumes, it is like a perfect breakout. It is not a fake breakout. Okay, like in this case, you see there is a strong volume. It went up very high.
Yes.
Okay, simple logic. B2B was also given in our channel. Simple logic after the results good, range breakout, good volumes, perfect entry. As simple as that. Okay,
But why the volumes are in green and red color?
based on the candle size it would be. If there is a sell, candle at the top, this bar will be red. Simple.
Okay.
Okay, right. So understood, right? So whoever was asking, who were telling that volumes, so volumes can be of sellers and buyers, right? You have to understand here this support is broken, so sellers are dominating. Okay, and if the volumes is higher than last 2-3 months, then you can understand it is a strong sell-off. Got my point? Whoever asked that point.
Yes.
Fine. So here what is happening? At two places it gave us support, price went up, so buyers were in control, they were able to take the price upward. Third time it has broken it. So what is that time happening? So that time, this support is crossed now, so the price went down. So what is happening again? So from bottom, this range is approached. So this is your resistance now. If you just look at here, price came down, from bottom it has approached this level, so resistance. From bottom, it has approached the level. So this line is giving resistance. Here, price came down and again approached. So this is also giving resistance. Price is struggling to cross. So this is your sell zone, or you can call resistance. Resistance generally means something which is, having friction, not, struggling to cross. That means resistance. So the same thing you are applying to candlesticks. So if the price is struggling to cross, that means, price can reverse and it is a sell zone for us. All right. Any doubt in finding out resistance and supports? Basic understanding, you have got it right. I'll show you how you can find it on the chart, how you can draw it. But the understanding you have at present, what is the support, what is resistance?
Yes.
Right. Okay. So always try that, in the past, there is a good price action, either on the support line or either on the resistance line. That would be like a confirmation you can always look for. So few things here I'll just show you. So here I have encircled area, right, where the price is giving support, where the price is giving resistance. Here the price was approaching from down to top. So initially it would have given, resistance. And once the price gone up, so the same level will give support. The support should be upward and resistance should be down. Okay, don't get confused. Here it has given support, here it has given support, here it has given resistance. Any doubt in this understanding why I have written support here, why I have written support, why I have written resistance here? Okay, no doubt, right? I'm zooming all these price action zones. Okay, just see what is happening inside them. This is one price action zone. This is 2 and 3, 4. So you see there are bearish patterns inside this. Yes or no? Can you see?
The bearish candles.
Yes. So these are block candles, if you can specifically notice. Remember block candles, how it look like?
Yes, no
Yes,
shadow.
No shadow. So can you spot bearish block in this?
Yes.
Right. So this is what inside this price action zone, there are sell signals, sell setups you are finding. So this is like a signal that price can fall. All right. So this is how you should be careful. Now this is price action zone 2 and 3. Which pattern is this one if I name? T1, T2. Rohit, are you here now? Abhijit, you are here?
Yes. Inside
So,
bar.
Inside bar, right? Inside bar you all can spot or not? So there is an inside bar, guys. T1, T2 gap up and inside the body of T1. So this is an inside bar, which is a buy signal. Buy signal at the buy zone, at the support. So you can plan a trade setup here. Eventually here also, if you look, inside bar, block candle, bullish block candle around the support zone. So you can plan your trade here. Okay. Understanding, anybody have any doubt here? Please ask.
I'm good, Kabir.
Look at this one here now. I told you always, like, dojis and spinning tops are like indecisive. They are not an indication of buy or sell, but a candle after that could be a signal. Like in this case, a indecisive candle and then after a bullish candle, which is a indication of a buy signal for us. And eventually you can see the price went up. So like that, you have to correlate things with supports and resistance. This is how it will be. Now I'll tell you one more concept. See, when we were discussing about inside bar, bullish block, hammer, hangman, shooting star, the bottoms and highs were given as stop loss, right? Yes.
Yes.
So there is a slight deviation when it comes to support and resistance. Okay, because these are formed around a range, around a buying range or buying zone or buying area. So we always keep, if it is a buy signal around the support, we keep the lowest point where the price have went, that as your stop loss. Like in this case, if you enter based on a inside bar or based on a bullish block candle, your stop loss will always be the low in this area. Okay, not based on the pattern, it would be the lowest point in this particular area. Similarly here, it should always be based on the area. Here also, though they are bearish block candle here and here, your stop loss should be always high of the area zone, price action zone. Got my point? Vasu, got my point?
Yes.
What I told?
So the price action zone, like this is for the shorting only, right?
Shorting or buying. Here there are buying signals, here there are sell signals.
Yeah. So the lowest point should be the stop loss.
Yes. In case of buy, lowest
In the-
point in this support area should be a stop
In
loss.
the support area, yes.
For sell, even if you find a bearish pattern, never keep that pattern high as your stop loss around the resistance. It should be the high in this area, entire area. Okay, there would be the safe stop loss. That exception is given to the support and resistance, because see, once the price is reaching around these supports or resistance areas, it is very volatile. Okay, so your pattern stop loss can fail around these volatile areas. So it is better to keep the highs and lows which are made around this complete zone. Okay,
Okay.
so that is what you have to always keep in mind. All right, so the same thing is being mentioned here also. You can just read entries are written, and stop loss is always high and low of this zone complete zone. Okay guys, anybody having any doubt?
सर ये लास्ट का कैंडल है ना सर, एंट्री 4 का,
Yeah,
एंट्री 4 है ये लास्ट का कैंडल, तो वो स्पिनिंग टॉप है, सेकंड लास्ट कैंडल।
yes, this is like a very
Yeah,
volatile dodgy, you can say. The candle
तो
size
उधर
is
उसके
dodgy.
ऊपर भी बाय कर सकते हो ना सर?
See, understand
Entry
it
ले
is
सकते हो ना
rejecting
bullish
from
में?
the top again. From the resistance zone, it is going up. So you should wait at least the resistance zone should be crossed, then you should buy. You should understand it is rejecting from the sell zone, right? If you buy here, that would be a blunder. Okay. See,
Yeah, it's not.
understand
This is
if
not
it is,
crossing the stop. I mean,
yeah,
it's acting as a strong resistance, and
yes,
we should buy only when it crosses that support.
correct, exactly. See, these patterns are like a confirmation, right? You should read, understand that this is a sell zone, price is rejecting from here. In between, there could be candles like this also. Okay. You should wait for confirmation. You should wait at least this high to be crossed if you want to go long. Eventually, it is rejecting from this area. Okay. Try to think.
Okay.
Price is eventually falling from here. Just a small pullback it is giving. Okay. You should understand. Like that, you should follow. So now what I'll do is, so if you still have doubt, I will try to draw SNR lines now. Okay, you can ask your doubts once we draw that, and you'll get also a practice that how you should do it. And then you can also share the examples. I only see few people are sharing examples, many people are still not. Okay. So if you want to be, perfect in this, practice is what you have to do. Otherwise, very difficult. Okay. So Reliance, I'll show you. Reliance yesterday was 6% up, right? So now this is how it will look like, correct? This is one more thing I'll tell you here. Every time frame will have its own support and resistance and whatever. This I have told many times. Every pattern will have its own patterns. Every time frame will have its own patterns. Similarly, every time frame will have its own supports and resistance also. So right now the time frame is 4 hours. So we are drawing support and resistance based on 4 hours time frame. So how we should do it? Okay. So how you should do? Simply little zoom out work. So understand how I'm drawing it. First of all, those horizontal lines you have to find out from here. Okay. There is a shortcut also, Alt plus H. So I'll use that one. So if you see price came here, price came here, price came here. Around the same level, price is coming and going upward. So this is what simply a support area. I have drawn it. Yes. Yes. What I've done, I have seen that price is reaching an area and it is going upward. So I have drawn one. Price went up till here, rejected. Price went up till here, rejected. I'll draw one here.
Resistance.
So this is resistance. Okay. Price, if you see, it came here, it went up, it came here, it went up. So here also there is a weak resistance or support, you can say, not resistance, support. Price came here, went up, price came here, went up. So here also you can draw one. So eventually what you understand, 1, 2, this also you can take 3, 4. Eventually you see price is stopping here and going upward, right? Yes?
Yes.
Yes or no? Right? Price went up till here, struggled and came down. So this is simply a sell zone for me. Why this is a sell zone?
Because it's not able to
Yes, struggle
cross
to
that.
cross. Struggle to cross simply. You can see it in the past also. Once we have checked out, these levels are also almost similar. Okay, on the same level. And you see the price has stayed here and when once crossed down, it has fallen sharply. So now this is ready, right? So if the price is falling, if the price is rising, it will go to the resistance. If the price is falling, it will go to the support. You can spot a double bottom here.
Yes.
If you can spot, you can get the profit. Okay. So here, if you see price went up, struggled to go below this, again gave a pullback, again came to the same level. Now this is your neckline. That is crossed. So it is a signal that it will go up. Here also you can think there is a resistance. Previously price have gone down from here. Okay. So you can see if you have entered here, this could also be looked cautiously. But you can see it has crossed with good volumes. So now what will happen? What can happen now? It can eventually, if it is going upward, it can reach up till here. And then again, you have to look at the price action. Simple thing, simple logic, simple price action. And you can do anything, right? These are like very good companies which everyone will look at. So I'm just trying to show you guys how you can draw in these ones. So what is happening here? Again, look for the same logic. Here there is a good support zones, good buying zone. Price came and reversed. So one should be definitely here. Same level, price taking support going up, price taking support going up. So one should be drawn around here. So now this, and this all falling on the same level. You can check out this is automatically on this. Right? On the top, price is struggling to cross this. So simply draw one here. From here also you can see the price is rejecting. It is going down again here also and here also. So one draw one here. So my aim is that if I'm drawing here, it is crossing the body, that's fine. If it is little crossing the body, this one is also falling on the line. So you can do that. So now this is complete. Okay, got it, guys? How I'm drawing?
Okay.
Will you be able to draw it? Now what you have to do? Find out good patterns at the support. Simple. If you are going on the buy side, find good patterns at the support and sell it at the resistance. Book your profit. This TCS was also given in our channel. Okay. So what I have seen in this? Price came here, went up, price came here, and then there was a news in US market, IT companies were top performers. So Indian companies can also do the same thing. So TCS was picked and it went up till here. And there is double bottom kind of pattern also. One bottom, second bottom, neckline crossed. Okay. Can you see it?
Yes.
See, this is given here. One bottom, second bottom, neckline crossed. So expecting it to reach the resistance. Simple logic. No rocket science. TCS. So now can you guys draw support and resistance?
Yes.
Do you guys want me to draw one more time? Give me any stock, I'll draw it. This is like the simplest thing. Press Ctrl H, seeing the swings. Give me any stock name, I'll draw it. You get a little bit more idea.
Borosil, sir.
Borosil you have taken. It is also from our channel, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is Borosil. What Borosil does, you guys know? This is a company which manufactures borosilate glasses which are used in vaccine, storage, syringes and all those things. Okay, so the logic is simple in this, and you can see there is a U pattern also, right? You can find the head and shoulder U pattern, everything you can find in this. This is what we have discussed just in today's session. Right? This is the head and shoulder or not? Vasu, Rohit?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And this is a good company to hold. So the reason is, if I want to draw support and resistance, okay, so we'll delete everything. Just look now. So here there is what? Resistance. So what you can do? Draw one resistance line. So Control H, because the price have fallen. Simply I'm saying the price came here and went up. So one should be definitely here. Okay, here also you can draw one because here also the price came. Here you can simply see the price came till here and went down. So here definitely one should be there. And it's complete. So now if you see a pattern here, it can be understanding that it will go up. If you see a rejection from here, you can see there could be a pullback. Right? Followed?
Yes.
Yes. And you can see here also U pattern is there. Good volumes when the rise is here from here. So if it is crossed, it will go beyond this one. Simple things you have to follow and you'll get good return. And correlate with the market conditions. Eventually, everything is possible. You guys will be able to draw support and resistance now. Anybody who thinks that he will be still struggling can tell me now. Rohit, Vasu.
I'm good.
You're good, right? So if everybody is good, now let's study about trend lines. Okay. So these are support and resistance, and then there is one more thing which is known as trend lines. Support and resistance are good to follow stuff. Again, trend lines are also something which is followed by many people. Okay, you can also say that some people will follow support and resistance, some people will follow trend lines. In between, there would be a group of people who will follow both. Okay, so you should guys know both of these things, and wherever required, you should follow them. If it is, if the signal could be from trend line, you should take that. If the signal is from support and resistance, you should take that. You should be an expert of both. Okay. So how trend lines look like? So trend lines are like a, vertical diagonal lines. Vertical diagonal lines, if you see, these are known as trend lines. In supports and resistance, there was horizontal lines. That's the only difference. Rest all things are same. So I'll show you the trend lines, how it looks like. So like this, you see diagonal lines, which will be pointing either in the upwards direction or either in the downward direction. Here in this case, you have to touch the bottoms. So this is one bottom, this is one bottom, and you are touching them and extending this line. Trend line can also be like a buy zone or a sell zone. For example, in this case, if you just look, price came here, went up. So this trend line is giving support, or you can say this trend line is giving acting like a buy zone. Buyers are more dominating around this line. So these are a few things. These are diagonal, act as support or resistance. Support or resistance are simply like buy and sell zones. Support are your buy, resistance are your sell zone. And these are very liable to find upward, downward movement and very strong thing. These all things I'll show you. So you understand now here. So what is happening? I have connected this one and extended it. Two touch points again you should have, like I told you in support and resistance, right? So two touch points, if it is there is like an additional confirmation that this trend line is validated. So here one touch point, second touch point, and now here could be your trading opportunity, here it could be your trading opportunity. Once you get two touch points, you can extend it, and whenever next time the price is reaching, that could be your trading opportunity.
And similarly, we could draw trend line on the top also, right? Like
yeah, we can draw that also. I'll show you. So similar way, there is at the top, right? So you can draw one, extend it. So there is the upward trend line, there is a bottom trend line. Like this it would be. Upward trend line, downward trend line. So if you buy here, you should sell here. If you buy here, you should sell here. If you sell here, you should buy here. Got my point?
yes, good.
So two things here. We are finding out, swings here and here. We are connecting and extending. This is a swing high, connected and extended. You can see both the trend lines are pointing towards upside. So this is giving a signal that the price is overall in uptrend. That is also you can find out. Now understand, we never trade just because the price have reached the trend line. We will never trade simply because the price have reached the trend line. We look for a confirmation. The confirmation is out of pattern. Okay. So what patterns you should look? You should look for decisive patterns whenever the price is approaching. So here there is a bearish block kind of a pattern at the upward trend line, which is a sell trend line. Price got rejected, came to the bottom. Here, this is a downward trend line which gives support or buy. Buyers are dominating around here. So you see a bullish block, you can enter. Again, price came here. T1, T2 indecisive, T3 buy signal. Remember, this is star pattern that you can see, or you can also look at bullish block because T1 is all very small. There is a gap up confirmation that price will go up. reached here again at the top. There is a star pattern. T1, T2 indecisive, T3 seller's confirmation. Yes or no?
Yes.
Vasu, Rohit. So what I'm doing here, though I have found out trend lines, though I have found out, overall movement, I'm also looking for candlestick pattern confirmation. That's how you should do it. Here this trend line is crossed with a strong bearish block. So now this trend line will give resistance and you can go on the sell side. Stop loss should be high and you can go short. Any doubt in this?
Yes, one doubt.
Yeah, ask.
The upper and lower trend line have to be parallel to each
No,
other,
it is
or
there is no rule
they
like that.
can be. Okay.
Okay, there is no rule like that. You have to just make sure that all the swings, upward swings, are connected. If it is giving you a parallel, well and good. If it is not, still good. Okay. So here's this stop loss where it should be. Always remember here also it acts like an area. So high of a complete zone should be a stop loss. In this case, here somewhere. In this case, here. In this case, bottom of the area. In this case, bottom of the area. Bottom of the area, bottom of the area. Though you find any pattern, bottom of the areas should be a stop loss in case of buy. Similarly, vice versa in case of a sell signal. High of that area. Another important point. Okay, so if the upward trend line and lower trend line are parallel, that is also known as a parallel channel. Parallel channels are very simple to trade. In many stocks, you can find this. Price goes up, came down, so you buy, here, sell here, buy here. If it is going down, that means it is out of parallel channel. Simple logic. I'll show you a simple setup here. Can you see it? Simple channel. Okay. So I think I have drawn this on a weekly chart. That's why this is looking like this. So you can also draw, right? Simple thing you can understand. So what I have done, I have connected the highs, I have connected the bottoms. So the price goes up, come down, goes up, come down, goes up, come down, goes up, come down. So here if I have taken entry, I'm expecting that the price will reach here. Why I'm expecting? The price will reach only this. This is the next high, right? If it is in parallel channel, it should at least reach here. After that, if it goes up, that is fine. Got my point? How you should do trading? Simple logics, right?
Yes.
Here, what pattern is there? What patterns are there, guys?
T1, T2.
T1, T2 is fine. Which pattern here?
Bullish piercing.
Bullish?
Inside bar.
Inside the bar.
Inside bar.
Inside bar. Okay.
Inside bar.
Inside the body of T1, T2 is there. Simple logic, if you follow, profit will definitely be there. Have you seen ABFRL results? Yesterday only it came. Have you seen it? Yes or no?
No.
No.
Results were good. Okay, they posted around 130% increase in their profits. Okay, and it is already rising, so you can expect that it can go up till here.
सर
Check out.
हम कुछ कल हेलो
Yeah.
सर कल हम कुछ सपोज ट्रेडिंग करना चाहते हैं किसी शेयर पे, तो आज उसको कैसे एनालाइज करेंगे? जैसे 1 आवर से करेंगे या ट्रेंड लाइन? और ये जो आप जो ट्रेंड लाइन और सपोर्ट जो खींचते हैं, तो किस टाइम पे हम देखेंगे? 1
See,
आवर या
अगर इंट्राडे ट्रेडिंग करना है तुमको, तो you should look at 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes time frame is used. Overall, what we are expecting that it will go up. So whenever you see the highs are getting crossed, so if you just look at this one, so if I want to do intraday trading in this, so one confirmation which I will look at this is that I'm expecting that it will go up. This high should be crossed first of all. If it is crossing, then I should take a trade. That is one thing I'll look if I want to do intraday trading in this. Many times what happens in intraday trading, in the first 15 minutes of the day, the move will come and it will be over. After that, it will not move. That is a very common thing which you can see. Always you'll find out. Okay. So if the move is happening in between, that means around 12, if you see this high is getting crossed, you can think of entering. So now if you just look, if I want to draw trend lines on 15 minutes as you have asked, again you should do it like this. Try to connect the highs and bottoms. For example, I can draw one here like this. Okay, what I have done, I have just touched this one. I have drawn. This can be used for intraday. If the price is reaching around this level and you see a strong buy signal, you can think of entry. Okay. The smaller time frame you use for drawing supports and these trend lines, the more difficult it would be. The bigger time frame you use, the more easily you will be able to draw. When you use 15 minutes time frame, it will be little difficult to draw these lines because the candles are very, very small, very near to each other. Price action is small because the time frame is small. That you have to do. Understood?
ठीक है।
Achyutanand. Right. So this is how you should do. Intraday trading, I'll tell you there are few more things we follow. Okay. You'll get more clarity. So this is one thing. One more example I'll tell you now, which we are tracking for entry. Okay. This is Hindustan Unilever again. Can you see this one again? Simple trend lines, okay? Downward trend line, upward trend line. It is falling from the top, so I will only enter if it is the price is reaching around this level and I see some bullish pattern. So we are waiting for an entry in this. We don't have at present entry. Okay. Got my point? So this is how we wait also for very long time, many times.
Okay, got it.
Got it? So this is how you should look. So you should understand price going up, coming down, price going up, coming down. So you should look for patterns. Here there is double bottom kind of pattern also. It went up. Easy to find patterns, okay? So when the price was here, you can expect that, you know, if it is reaching here, then we can enter. So the same thing is being mentioned here. So we are tracking, you can understand when this chart was posted. So on April 22nd, so almost more than 1 month, we are still waiting for an entry. Why we are waiting in this? Because Hindustan Lever is a good company. If you invest, your money will not go anywhere. Okay, so in these stocks, you can wait and wait for a good entry. Don't miss an entries in this. So guys, I'll tell you a little idea. Okay, here. So these parallel channels are very strong thing. I have shown you ABFRL and Hindustan Unilever. Once you have spotted a parallel channel in some particular stock, you can keep on trading it till the time it is following this pattern. How you should do it, I'll simply tell you. You have to buy when the price reaches the bottom trend line and sell it when the price reaches the top trend line. Okay. For example, let's say, so understand. So example, let's say you want to trade this parallel channel from the day it has started. So this is your one touch point, you can say. This is your another touch point, right? Now it is validated. I told you, right, we require 2 touch points to validate this one. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So now if the price is going upward, that's fine. We are only taking buy entries. So let's say price came here around the same level. It went up. So there is a bullish signal here, right? So what you can do? So if you could enter here, 10% out. Again, price came here. There is double bottom also. So if this is a hammer here, simple hammer. If you enter here, 12-13% easily you will get. Again, price came here. This is bullish engulfing. Again, you can enter. Simple. At 3 places, 10, 13, 11, right? So here 10%, 13, 14%, and almost 12%. Okay. So, for example, you invested 1 lakh at your first entry. So how much return we got in our first entry? Come on guys, speak.
10%.
Second entry, how much we got?
13.
13%.
14. Almost 13.97. In the third entry, how much we got?
11.
12. Simple round off I'm doing, right? Here it was 9.7, it is here 9.8. So if you can get little less also, no issues. So almost how much return you have got? From 1 lakh, you have made almost 40% return. This is compounding which is happening. Okay. Here 10, 14, 24, 36. 4% additional is because of compounding. Okay. So you can understand simply if you do channel trading also, you are getting like from 1st June, still not 1 year is there, 40% you have easily made. How much Peter Lynch was making? I have told you an example, right? Regarding Peter Lynch.
Yes, yes.
So same thing you can follow, right? So it's all about patience entries. And you can make easy 40%. 40% is a good return. In a year, if you make 40%, if I just show you little calculation, this is general thing I have told you, you can easily make more than this also. So if in a year you make 40%, so this is just to little give you motivation, because you should have a vision, right? What you can do by simple investing. So if we are investing, we should have something, right? You should have a long-term vision if you are doing swing tradings. So if every year you just make 40%, let's say in 15 years, how much we can make out of 1 lakh. This is what number?
One crore 11 lakh.
Right? So simple 40% in next 15 years you can make. Okay. And this is simple thing, nothing I have told you out of box. You can do it. And I hope this is like a minimum, everyone can do it. Like that, I can give you many things. So this is simple, guys, few logics. Be patient. That's why I told we are waiting for the price to reach here. IGCL also, IGPL also, I'll tell you. If it is reaching here, it will be a good entry. Track it. Track these stocks and take a good entry. Mazagon doc I have shown. This is also from the channel only. This is the parallel channel. If again after reaching here, if you see a strong candle, eventually you can see the price will go up till here. Simple logic, patience, and you can make good money. Okay? And you can do it, guys. Simple, right? Do you find this difficult? Yes or no? Are we here?
No.
Right? So this looks very easy because now I'm telling you, you have to follow few things. First thing is that if you're trading this parallel channel, your channel should be very clear, like it is in this case. Then you should look for slight confirmation. Don't take risky entries. Confirmation in the sense around the lower trend line, there should be buy signals. Like in this case, there is a hammer. Okay. Then take an entry. Another thing, book profit when the price reaching around this level. And be patient to take entries around the trend line only. Like I told you, right? From last 1 month, we are tracking Hindustan Unilever. So you should be very patient. The good entry you take, the better it is. Simple things. All right. I'll show you one more example here. So many times you will find, overall stock would be in uptrend, like DMart. Many stocks are there. I have previously given example also. This is Corona fall, you can ignore. Few exceptions here and there will be there. If you see from here to here, this is only going upward, right? So whenever this Reliance kind of a share, Reliance, because these are good shares, right? Proven history. Whenever these type of share, they fall like 20-30%, invest. 20-30% they are falling, invest. Eventually they'll give you a return. Fallen around 20% from the high. Invest and hold. This will give you easy 20-30% return. That can also be done. Here DMart may also you can do the same thing. Right, DMart, I think I have discussed with you guys only, right, in the first session. Yes or no?
No, not with us.
So whenever this DMart kind of a share, they give like pullback of 20-30%. Invest, they'll eventually go up. This is what we have not discussed. We have discussed one thing that I tell you now. I told you, right? The price was struggling. Corona is getting stopped. It gave a breakout. Remember, I think with you guys only we have discussed. You see, it is going upward. Right? Simple things, simple logic. You should have the vision. Right? Vision is very important. So like that, you can also find your own, stocks. Just go on the weekly chart. Your overall move should be upward, like in this case. This is Corona fall. So whenever these types of stocks, this is trend, right? You know about this company? Anybody?
No.
This is a Tata Group company which is into retail. 20% down, 20% down. 20% down. Look for little confirmation enter. Simple guys, you require simple patience and little candlestick knowledge, and you can make good money. Even your job will not pay after some time if you keep on doing simple logical things. After 10-15 years, you can retire with, you can leave your job and you can just concentrate on swing trading. So the things are very simple and you should do it. You should plan your next 15 years. You should make at least 1 crore out of your 1 lakh. Right? Can we do it?
Yes.
That is very simple, guys. You can do it. The thing is, you should not take illogical, you should not do illogical things. Be patient, take entries in good stock, find logic wherever you are entering. And in the coming session, I'll tell you a few more good things, right? You have seen many stocks in 1 day, 2 days, it will give you 10, 13%, 15%. How they give? Ingersoll, simply I can show you. Ingersoll has given very good return in matter of some, not even I think when we posted this. We posted on February around. And from that time, it has given good return, right? Almost 30% if I just keep it here also. 20% in 2 months. Simple logic, guys, you can do it. Okay, simple logics, if we follow, we can easily do it. So like that you have to do. Coming back to what we were discussing, trend lines, you are clear? Any doubt in trend lines?
No.
No, right?
Yes,
So,
one thing.
yeah, please ask.
So, just a question arises that what happens if, let's say, we take an entry and after that the price is not moving, as in it is in a range bound place and it is neither hitting our target or stop loss. You know, within the trend line, it is just going flat.
Okay. See, once you have entered and you are confident that it will give the target, at least wait for minimum 5 to 10%. If you are not getting that, price is struggling, and it is like 1 month, results have came up. Basically, if I'm entering, I wait for the result at least. Okay.
Okay.
If after the results also the stock is not moving or the results are bad, I'll close my position, I'll find a new one. ABFRL, let me tell you, I'm holding it from the setup which is posted in our channel. Results are good, so I'll maybe hold it for some more time. And I'll close it. Already like 6% profit is there, but still because results are overall good, I may hold it for another few weeks. And I'll close it. Right?
Okay.
So you can watch these things. These are like, you can understand if the results are not good, the price can reverse. Okay, the result should be good, then the price will go up. The same was the case in this Godrej Consumer. Till the result day, we were holding it and we got good return. Godrej Consumers also I'll show you if you have asked these questions. We got very good profit in this one. So the same setup we were holding in this. Okay, you can see the price is not moving, right? Same setup. Stop loss here, entry here. So this is what you were telling, right? It is not moving. Correct?
Correct.
So not moving, but we did not close because our stop loss is not there and the results were also not released. Once the result came, in 1 day it went like 22%. Okay, and we closed it. So from here you can understand minimum around 22-23% we got and we closed. After that, it again came here. It is forming a U. So these things you have to understand. Okay. All right, guys. Yes or no? Understood, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Understood.
So simple thing, guys. If you have entered in this, we have entered in March. So on this day only, we have closed our position. After the results, very good move. So if this much good move comes, profit booking is eventual. Profit booking will happen. This is just profit booking which has happened. Okay. Again, if it is coming down, see, this is a cycle which continues, guys. You have to understand technicals and everything is good. Price action all is fine, but main movements comes around results or there's news. Okay, these things will intensify the price action, right? See, understand these technicals are not wrong. Okay, but when some news comes, this price action becomes very volatile. Whatever, see, right now the price is struggling, right? So maybe if results were not there to get up till here, it would have taken another 2-3 months. But because results were very good, whatever would have happened after 2 months has happened in one day. So what has happened? The price action has intensified. If the stock is trading somewhere here, some positive news comes. So what it was about to give in next 2 months would come in next 1 or 2 days. Able to understand what I want to say?
Yes, Kevin.
So this is what you have to always keep in mind. If you have entered in some stock, remember that whenever the news is there, you should track it. That is very important. If you will not track, you may miss out. If I was somebody who does not know that Godrej Consumer may are posting its result, what I would think, I got the profit, but still I would be thinking the price has gone up. It can go further up, right? But then it gave a strong pullback, almost like 8% it came down, right? If I am not somebody who is not tracking the news regarding it, I will never come to know why it went up. So news tracking and everything is very important. And these news channels does not know that you are holding Godrej Consumer, and they will tell you in the news that Godrej Consumer has posted the results. There are like more than 3,000 companies. All the companies will not be shown everywhere. So if you are holding some company, you have to track it. Got my point? Yes.
Correct.
So this is what you have to do, guys. Simple things. And then you can always, relate it with the market, like pharma companies are doing well. And one thing also I'll tell you guys, see, if you have experienced a lot of things, minute things, you can always, learn from the market. If you have seen last 1 year, when this banking sector gave the strong move, it gave around in the year end last year. Remember? Around October, November, December, that was the time banking sector was very bullish, and then it slowed down. Now again the banking sector is going up. So IT sector starts, see, when the Nifty is falling, right? So IT sector is many times are the one which moves, which gives the early move. Okay, if the Nifty has fallen like good percentage, IT sectors is the one which gets stables the earliest. After that, you see other sectors will perform, and the last ones are these banking sectors. Okay, so these things also you can understand. So this is a cycle which keeps on following, and now banking sectors are doing well. So these things you can keep in mind. So if the Nifty has fallen, the first sector where you should keep an eye is IT sector. In between, pharma, steel, all these will come and go. Okay, understood, right? Any doubt anybody having? Any doubt?
No.
No.
So we have discussed support, trend lines. These two things we have discussed. And today I have something to attend after 6. So we'll meet tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll have a slight change. So can we have the session tomorrow in the morning around 11 o'clock? Because I'll be busy in the evening tomorrow. Okay, guys, are you fine?
Okay.
11 a.m. in the morning.
Sir, sir, I have
Kabir,
another lecture of import export. दूसरा
What?
लेक्चर भी रहेगा मेरा सुबह में सर मेरा दूसरा लेक्चर रहेगा
Wow,
import export का
and Kabir, for 11 a.m. means it is 12:30 in US. I mean 1:30 in US midnight.
So in the night, can we meet around 7?
yes sir
Yeah, 7 is fine. Fine for me.
Abhijit, Vasu, 7 to 8 to
Yeah,
9.
fine.
Okay. So I'll update in the channel also. So tomorrow 7 p.m. we'll meet. Okay. If there is any change, because I'll be very busy. So if there is change of plan, I'll update in the channel in advance. Okay. In that group itself.
Okay.
Mostly will at 7 p.m. we'll meet 90%. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. So tomorrow we'll meet again. If you have any doubt, you can come up, share the examples so that you all have some clarity. Anything else you want to ask? Any doubt, anybody related to anything, you can ask me.
No doubts now.
No doubt, right? So practice whatever we have told right today. Practice it and let's meet. Okay, tomorrow again. Chalo, take care. Bye.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
thank you